All right, everybody, welcome to the Block Galaxy AMA here at PinkSale. My name is Shono, in case you don't know me, and today we're joined by Jay from the Block Galaxy team. So thank you very much, Jay, for joining. And if there's anybody else from your team that's also presenting, yeah, get them to raise their hand and we'll take them off mute as well.
Yeah, no, all good. Thank you. I'll be presenting alone today, so all good.
All right. Perfect. Well, yeah, glad to have you. And Jay, I guess let's kick it off. I've got the recording going. So if you'd like to start, maybe introduce yourself and the team, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure, of course. So my name is Jay. I've been active in the crypto space for quite some time now, for a few years. Started off like anybody else with just simple investments. Lost some money, gained some money, and so on and so on. Got into marketing a bit. Joined a few projects, helped them, and now I'm here today. Mainly focused in my past on marketing and like community management. But yeah, that's basically about me. At the team, we have a small core team. Everybody is like an expert in his like department, you could call it, and knows what he's doing. We have some guys just for tech work. We have some guys just for community management and marketing, of course. So yeah, it's a small core team there, but everybody has made the experience with other projects. We all made mistakes in our prior projects. We all learned not to repeat them. So yeah.
Awesome, Jay. Thank you for the intro, and yeah, glad to learn a little bit about you. And now, I suppose, we want to learn about Block Galaxy project, which is why everybody's here. So, yeah, if you can take us through Block Galaxy and yeah, what you guys have been working on, that would be awesome.
Yeah, sure. So Block Galaxy is basically how would you say it? It's a ecosystem which we want to create with all utilities possible. So we want to have a big, really nice ecosystem for users to basically get in touch with crypto or finance in general, digital finance. We want to have cool features like play to earn, with like blockchain gaming. This has always been since basically play to earn started. It has always been hyped. I mean, and we want to have that included also with like NFT assets, skins, trading cards, characters, and so on and so on. We will have vote to earn platform where people can participate and also basically shape the future of the project a bit, you could say. And we also have learn to earn because we are trying to get in touch with a lot of like newbies to the crypto space, you could say, and want to get them on board into the project and educate them about crypto, educate them about the project. And these are basically the three big pillars we are working on right now. And that's what we're trying to aim. And further down the road, of course, with the whole ecosystem, which we want to further develop with the community. I mean, community is always one of the most important things to a project. Without a good community, you can't reach nothing. Like, I mean, everybody that's in here for quite some time, I think we all have seen like great projects with some awesome use case where you thought, holy shit, how much money and work has gone into that. And you check out their group and they have 100 members and nobody is typing anything. And you just think to yourself, what a shame. And so we really also want to focus on like the community, get them involved. And yeah, that's basically a short introduction into what we're trying to create here.
Okay, cool. So when you're talking about, your play to earn, or the play to earn part of your ecosystem, I guess, are you guys working on a game at the moment? Do you have a game that is live or anything? Or?
We are working on a few games right now. We want to have multiple games, and we want to have smaller, cool games that you can play on pretty much every device. And we decided we first wanted to create like one really, really big game, like an MMORPG kind of style game. but then we thought we also want to make it like compatible with like mobile phones and like simple systems or laptops, stuff like that. So we are working on multiple smaller ones, with the first one coming out in the next couple days if everything goes well. But yeah, they are like type of, how could you say, not idle games, but like games you can just play, sit back, relax a bit, play, maybe even watch a bit of Netflix while you're at it. So yeah, these kind of games we're aiming to create.
So they're not very, I guess, time intensive, graphic intense sort of games. They're just your sort of chill.
Well,
What 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 would the game look like, I guess?
well, we still want to have not like just like, how can you say, we don't want to just create some trash game and put it out there. We still have like a standard we want to meet. And so we have a graphics team working on that. We have a game designing team. We have a whole game development team, obviously, for that kind of work. And yeah, they simply work on it, creating it. And the way it looks, it's going to be released in the coming week. It's built on Unity for everybody that's interested. And it's a pretty straightforward, simple adventure type, a bit of a mixture of like Temple Run, if you remember that game, with RPG features. So you still have like a kind of management style to it. But we will have some previews in the coming days for that, definitely.
Yeah, okay. So I guess to sort of get an understanding on where the project's at the moment, would you be comfortable in saying that at the moment it's just a sort of, I guess, a meme token at the moment because there's no utility available?
Yeah,
Or is
no,
that...
no, 100%. I have to make this clear for everybody. The play to earn and vote to earn features, they are on their way and they will be released soon, but it's not available right now. Right now, we have just the basically the reward system in place, where the as an investor you generate some USD rewards, just basically for the meantime. But so far, yeah, I have to be 100% honest. I don't want to like say we have stuff we don't have. It's like these things are coming, but you know, when we started off, we thought about, yeah, okay, how much time do we need to create everything? Okay, well, we want to push now with the fair launch and so on, and then stuff got delayed and so on. So we thought, okay, we will not manage to be fully ready until the launch or until the date we want to launch, but we want to launch anyway. And for like early investors, I mean, they still have the BUSD rewards, and we also have an airdrop campaign, which we are also going to use to reward these early investors. And I mean, once everything is ready, we will release it as soon as possible. And yeah, but yeah, 100%.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just again, for clarity, I just wanted to get that out there, and I'm glad that you're honest and completely agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, no, for sure. You need to be honest and transparent. Otherwise, this isn't going to work.
Yeah. All right. So we touched on the play to earn aspect, and now, well, you mentioned beforehand that there was a vote to earn and learn to earn mechanism. So I guess let's start with the vote to earn. Did you want to talk us through what you mean by vote to earn?
Basically, it's how can you say it? You have like, I mean, voting, everybody is aware of voting. You vote for one or the other thing, and you can basically participate in polls, and these work a bit like, you could say, a mini staking feature, maybe you could call it this way. But also with the vote, you can basically structure a bit of the future of the project, where you want to go. And so it's a really simple, straightforward feature. I wouldn't call it a DAO; that would be too much. But it's basically like a mini staking system where you can vote using tokens and generate some more tokens while you're at it, and basically get to choose where the project is going a bit with your votes also.
All right. And then what would people be voting on exactly though? Is it sort of gameplay? Is it
Yeah, well, that's a bit up to the community, I think, because we will try out a few things and see what people are most interested about voting on. So if it's like if we come to like gaming or play to earn features, we will try that out. But if like the community is more interested in voting about other things, maybe create this next feature or create this and that, then we will try to include that more in the process. So we will try out a few things definitely, but we will see what works best, and of that we will do more basically.
Mhm. All right. And then the learn to earn mechanism, or what sort of, I guess, educational content that you guys have where people can learn and earn.
Yeah. Basically, for everybody that's not aware what Learn to Earn is basically a pretty simple, straightforward system. You will be able to educate yourself about the project and about crypto in general, and via, for example, videos, via just reading a few texts. And at the end, when you think you're ready, you can just complete like a short assessment course, like a test, like in school days, for example. And basically, if the better you are at the test, the higher the reward will be. And we will try to basically keep it updated, release new, like new tests. And so every week.
Sorry, Jay, you just cut out in there. I'm not sure if that was.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was just saying, and we will release new tests and assessments like every week, try to keep it updated when new features come out, bring out like new guides to that. And yeah, just like keep it fresh, keep it simple, and get the people involved in that.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that covers some of the questions about your ecosystem, or your project, I guess. Is there anything else that but not or that you haven't explained as yet before we get on to your fair launch and things like that?
I think we've talked a bit about. I mean, we can talk about tokenomics and stuff and so on. No, I think
Yeah,
if
sure.
I
Yeah,
I'll just add it at the end, I think.
no, take us through the tokenomics. You mentioned
Yeah,
BUSD
perfect.
beforehand, so how does all that go down?
Yes, so we have like I know there's a big hype around 0% tax tokens right now, but with something, I mean, those are mostly meme tokens. With the things that we want to create, we relay a bit on the tags. So we have like we have a really simple, straightforward tax. We have 5% on every buy and sell. 2% of that is liquidity, 2% is auto rewards and BUSD, and then we have just 1% that's going to a wallet that is mainly used for exchange listings, but also for like partnerships and maybe some other marketing efforts and stuff like that. So mainly it's basically 2% for community as BUSD, and then the other 2% liquidity, and the 1% is what we have to play around with. I mean, exchange listings, they are quite expensive, but yeah, we will pretty much manage with that 1% to also get into partnerships and so on. And partnerships is also a thing we really want to get into. Like we are also in the talks with like tons of exchanges, tons of influencers, and so on. But of course, all of them want to first off see if we can succeed. I mean, most of the projects, they die out really quickly, and we will try to be here for the long run, of course. And of course, when you want to get into partnerships, people first want some proof that you can achieve what you're saying. So that's where we're working towards right now also.
Yep, definitely. I can agree with that. Testament of people wanting to see, success before getting involved, and I think that's okay. So Jay, um, getting on to the actual fair launch now, you guys are live on PinkSale and you've got under 3 hours remaining on your sale. Did you want to talk us through how much money you're hoping to raise? I guess, being in game development, you guys would want a lot more than 20 BNB. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've hit the soft cap. We were trying to hit more, and I think we will hit more. As we have some more calls coming in the coming hours, if I'm correct. And, yeah, I mean, with the like this system as a pre-sale, it's always hard to say upfront we are gonna reach this or that much. I mean, we set 20 BNB as a soft cap. We are definitely trying to raise more, and yeah. I mean, what can I say? You
What would you
never
be?
know
Yeah,
what would be. I mean, what I wish to see would be somewhere around 200, 300 BNB. But I mean, if we're realistic, that's will probably not happen. I mean, we have all seen some explode in like the last hour, but yeah, I mean, I think we can manage. We will try our best, of course, 100%. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge we will need to face.
awesome. Okay. All right. Well, then hopefully you can achieve that goal. I know that it's slowly climbing at the moment, and you'll start to see the volume come in the last few hours. But yeah, definitely see how it goes. And looking at the rest of the pool, you've got an allocation of 36% tokens being burnt.
Yes, that's right. Sorry, did you want to say anything else?
No, no. I'll let you explain that part, but then I can also see a 10% allocation for airdrop, and I'm just wondering whether that's the airdrop for a private sale or something like that that might have occurred.
Yeah. So the burn tokens are just to take out, of course, some of the total supply, and the airdrop is mainly for the for an airdrop event that's going to happen in the coming days, basically. Or I mean, they are locked for quite some time, but it will start off in the coming days. And yeah, people can basically participate in some events and maybe get themselves a free airdrop.
Cool. All right. So it hasn't been for a private sale then. You guys, did
No,
you have a private sale?
no.
So no private sale, no team tokens, and you're saying contract is renounced or will be renounced
Contract,
on launch.
yeah, is renounced at launch, basically.
Okay.
And I mean,
Um,
there's also an audit for everybody with any concerns about the contract. Just check it out and see for yourself.
yeah. And the other thing that I wanted to ask you is, you mentioned that you've got a big marketing budget. How big of a marketing budget are we talking, and where's that money coming from?
That is mainly coming from private pockets of the team, and basically we have used just a small bit of that. I mean, the thing when you have a fair launch is that you need to somehow build some buy pressure on launch. Like, I mean, how many fair launches had like raised 1,000, 2,000 BNB or ETH, whatever, and then on launch this plummeted because they basically had no buying pressure. So we want to use a big part of that money to market between the end of the fair launch and the actual launch, basically. And yeah, I mean, if you want, I can talk a bit about what marketing we're planning to do or what we've done so far, if that's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a lot of the investors here like to hear what you've done as a marketing, your marketing strategy, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so I think it's
Yeah, sure.
worthwhile going.
So, I mean, if you look at marketing, we've made some research, or I mean, research is a big word for what we're doing here. I mean, we have taken a look into what is working right now. I mean, if you think back to like the early days of the BSC, where you could just post on Reddit like crypto moonshots and the thing would go ham, and nowadays like Reddit is completely dead. Nobody is really thinking about that no more. So we made sure to take some time, look into what is working for other projects right now, what is working for similar projects right now that have some that want to create some some sort of use case to their project. And so we made a few assessments and just like decided for things like social media campaigns, obviously. So we have a lot of the standard stuff that every project basically does. So we have some social media campaigns with like Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, and we had some small creators there and callers so far. We are in the talks with influencers, basically on Twitter, and they are like, when I talked about partnerships, they are basically waiting to see what can we achieve, and they will hop on board if they think it went well and everything like that. We have some community engagement programs because you can't underestimate a community. Community is a great way to market a project, the power of people basically. But we also did some AMAs in our community to get them more involved in the process and so on. Some quizzes, giveaways, community challenges, and of course we will keep doing that in the coming time, just as a thank you also, where people can win some cool prizes and so on. We want to get a content creation team on board that is producing basically some cool, educating content and just cool content around the whole project, on like blockchain gaming and so on, metaverse. Of course, paid advertising like banners and so on are also planned to go online in the coming days. Just talking about like what we want to mainly use after launch is like stuff like events at conferences where we want to attend. Of course, there's something in the future of the project, like create community ambassador programs and basically really get into that influencer marketing and influencer networking and get a lot of influencers on board for the long run, basically.
Nice. All right. Well, yeah, you summed up all the marketing side. I think I don't need to go any further into depth on that. I guess before we move to questions from the audience, is there anything else that you feel we haven't covered, Jay, that you might want to share with the community, or are you just happy to get into questions from everybody?
We can start off with questions for sure.
Okay. All right. Everybody, please raise your hands. Let's get some questions for Jay from Block Galaxy. Try and keep your questions short and sharp so we can get through as many as we can. Let me go. Huddle Daniel. Huddle Daniel, you there? Huddle. All right. Doesn't seem like he's there, so we'll move on. Kryptonian, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Sean, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
I'm good. So my question is just a simple question. It's about the donations and charity, something I saw on your white paper. I just want to know the donations in which the investors will donate into your ecosystem. I just want to know, you guys didn't really specify what sort of charity you guys want to run. Is it for animals? Is it for children? Or do you let the investors decide what sort of charity to run?
Okay. I'm sorry. I first misunderstood the question, but I think I got it now. Basically, what you're talking about is the main usability, basically, part of the white paper. So we want to offer the option to make donations through the project to basically charities that you are interested in. So this is also where like the voting features come in place. If we want to have if we have, for example, I think a few days ago we had like Earth Day for like stuff like that. We could make some votes in the community if people are interested in gathering around and creating or spending some money on that. And we would collect money in tokens or whatever you like to send, and basically donate that money to the charity that people voted on. So this can be ranging from anything you're interested in. Just like I said, whatever the community is most interested in. And stuff like this is definitely possible. This is just like when we talk about what can we do, and this is just like another example of what is definitely possible and what we're happy to do with the community together. And of course, we would also spend some money on it, obviously.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's just what
Of course.
thank you.
Thanks.
So thank you, Sean.
Cheers. Vincent.
Hi, Shadow.
Hey,
Hi
mate.
there. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. My question is in regards to the learn to earn features. I want to know if you guys will be offering certificate to graduated students. If yes, have you thought of tokenizing the certificate in form of NFTs to kind of keep it unique and add extra touch to the student that choose Blog Galaxy?
That was very fast, bro. Did not get that either. All I
Okay,
heard was
okay.
if you can speak up and slow it down.
All right. My question was in regards to the learn to earn features. I want to know if you guys will be offering certificates to graduated students. If yes, have you thought of tokenizing the certificate in form of NFTs to kind of keep it unique and add extra touch to it for students that make use of Blog Galaxy?
I hope I understood that question. I think you're asking about like the learn to earn if you get certificates or something like that. Is that correct?
Yeah, for those
Yeah,
that,
and if you can,
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
Make it in form of
all right, you go.
NFTs to make it unique.
We've definitely thought about that. We also want to have that in form of NFTs. I don't know if I heard something about NFTs in your question, but I couldn't fully get it. But yeah, this is definitely something we're planning on doing. And we want to have like, not like NFTs in the form of like a certificate that you made it, but like as a reward also, well, you could call it a kind of certificate, I think, but like NFTs based around the learn to earn factor that you can collect via that way. And we've thought also about the cross ecosystem well, the cross. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous, but I mean, we want to connect these NFTs also with the play to earn factor, where you can use, for example, if you do some learn to earn and get like a cool NFT that you can then later on use in one of the games, for example, a character or something, or a unique ability that you unlock with like holding that NFT. But this is of course something that we will have to work towards.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks, Sharon, for the opportunity. Thanks, Jay, for the answering response. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for the nice
Cool, mate.
question.
Khaled, go for it.
Hey, Shano.
Hey.
Yeah, so my question is about the vote to earn mechanism. So is there a least amount of token you have to hold in a particular wallet before you are able to vote on the platform?
No, but you can, like I said a bit, it's like a mini staking program. So you have to allocate some amount of tokens you want to use. And these are then getting basically locked up for just a small amount of time, and you will receive back a higher amount of tokens, obviously. So there's no like minimum, but you will have, of course, more impact with like a higher amount of tokens.
If there's no minimum amount, then what's going to stop people from using multiple wallets to get more vote on the platform?
Yeah, like I said, if you, it depends, the impact of your vote depends on the amount of tokens that you're voting with. So if you have in a person that is creating 10 wallets with one token each, you will have still less voting power than one person with 100 tokens, for example.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thanks for the explanation.
Of course. Thank you for the question.
Thanks, mate. Ghostbuster.
Hello, Siano. How are you doing?
Hey mate, how you doing?
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. My question is going at the area of the advertised to win, to earn. I just want to ask if there's any threshold for watching ad, and is it the number of ads you watch in a day or an amount of money you earn from it that's capped that you can that is capped for a day, if you understand what I mean.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about one of the features that we want to implement. So something I haven't talked about yet is the advertise to earn. So this is a simple, really straightforward feature of the ecosystem that we want to have in place. It's basically just there are also like apps doing that with like real money, where you can generate some money by just watching ads on the internet. So this is not like there's no threshold of how much you can earn, but there will be a threshold in terms of how many ads we can show you, because we can't just I'm not exactly sure how many we can show, as I'm not the like person responsible for that, but there's like a threshold because we have to work with an external company on that. So there's not like unlimited supply of like ads we can just throw around there. But yeah, so it will not be kept in the terms of how many tokens can you generate. It will be kept in the terms of like how many ads can we like show you per day or something like that. But yeah, more about that will be definitely announced in the future once we are certain that everything is working the way intended.
Um, and also from the angle of the person that is paying for the ad, is it affordable like a fixed price or to reach a certain amount of audience? You know, most of the time, people that employ advertisements, they are always a bit. So is it based on the traffic or based on the affordability that the person will pay for if you want to bring ad for your space?
Yeah, I the therefore we have like to work, like I said, with an external company about that, so that it's not like we have to create this and that many. We just get like what we can use to basically give out to the community, and what we can use we get from the external company. So it's not like that people come to us and book ads. I mean, we can definitely include that also, but it's right now the easiest way to start this off is like with the external company. And yeah, but further down the road, we can definitely include like people also just going directly towards us and saying, yeah, we want to promote this way. We can definitely include that. And I can't tell you how much this will cost now, as we have to see how many people will actually use it, and so on and so on. But nice question. Thank you.
Thank you, Siano, for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Oh, good mate. Dave McCall. Dave. All right. Give him a second to see. Dave, you there? He's just rejoined.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
All right. Thank you. Having a bit of a network issue back there. So, my question is about the P2E gaming. So, like, I wasn't seeing much information on the websites about the game. So, like, is there like an in-game NFT marketplace for this game?
Yeah, so with the games, you will have the possibility to basically use NFTs around the project within also the games, and you will have a sort of like trading card kind of inventory style also. That is for all the games. So we want to, I talked about this in the beginning, maybe you wasn't here, so I'll just quickly repeat it. We want to create multiple smaller games and not just one big game. Maybe later down the road we will create a really, really big game, but for right now it's like focused on many small games with different kind of styles, that you have like one inventory for all of them, and you can connect like your NFTs to the games and use them in the games, which you can earn through, for example, giveaways or participating in Learn to Earn, or simply as a reward for playing the games and so on. I hope that answers the question.
Yes, it does. Well, is the game live yet?
No, the first game, if everything goes well, will be available in the coming week. Yeah, that's all I can say about it right now.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sienna.
Thanks, Dave. Carl, if you're there, mate. Hey, Carl.
So yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, mate.
Okay. So my question is about the airdrop and bounties. So when would this be organized before the launch? And what would be the tasks to perform in order to claim? And lastly, is there a vesting to the tokens that will be airdropped? I'll be airdropped. I don't know if you get the question.
Not
Yeah, easy to
really.
get
Can
that.
you? Did you understand, Shona?
He was asking whether the airdrop tokens will be vested.
Oh
I just
no.
want to know the task and vetting
So
of the airdrop.
Yeah. Okay, I understand you. The exact way how you can register for an airdrop will be like, it's not just one thing you can do. There will be multiple ways, like multiple entries to it, and this will be announced in the coming days. They are locked up for quite some time. I think about 1.5 months. So in that time, you will be able to like collect entries basically to the airdrop, and at the end, depending on how active you was and so on, you will receive basically the airdrop. But all about that will be announced in the group. And just if you join it, just like you can even mute the notifications, as it will be a pinned message, obviously, as it's pretty important, and you will be notified by it once it's basically available to participate in the airdrop giveaway.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Siano, for the opportunity. I just wanted to clarify that. So I'll see you on the Telegram group for more clarification. So thanks.
All right, of course. See you there. Thank you.
Cheers, buddy. All right. Luna, how you going?
Hi Shano, hi Jay.
Hey there.
Also, I read on your white paper that users can use GLAX as payment method to restaurants and stores. So, my question is, what companies or restaurants are you working on to get right now? I mean, have you gotten any restaurants and companies to use your apps as payment method, or have you convinced them to use your app? And also, what are the advantages and benefits that they can get if they use your app as a payment method? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Yeah, this is something we have on the white paper. This is something we are like planning on doing. We want to have a like payment process in place that you can use generally, that we don't have to partner up with stores, but we will try also to partner up with stores. But like a general payment system that converts like tokens into cash that will be then used in the stores for the beginning, because that's the simplest way. And further down the road, we want to, of course, because nobody, I want to be fully honest, nobody really thinks about you if you're just a small project that hasn't even launched yet. We need to prove that we can achieve the things that we're trying to achieve, and then we can get into these like partnerships with like bigger stores and so on, and create partnerships to use that. But this is something for the long run that we want to create the long-term process, and including that benefits will come in terms of like rewards in the project, for example, as NFTs, but also like discounts and stuff like this. But this is something that is further down the road. This is something we can't provide like right from the beginning, as we first have to prove, like I said, that we can achieve the things that we're talking about.
Okay, thank you for the clarification and consideration. Thank you, Shano.
Thanks, Luna. Hader, let's go. Hader, hopefully got that right.
Hello, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yep.
How does the advertise to earn mechanism in the Block Galaxy ecosystem ensure access to user data such as gender, location, or age group to ensure targeted ads reach the correct audience while still preserving user privacy? Additionally, how does it address the challenge posed by ad blocking software and engage user effectively?
So about that, basically for the beginning, like I talked about this earlier, we will mainly work together with an external company that will take care of all that has basically these things in place. And it's basically like an affiliate link, you could say. So we have a tracker link, and basically users that use that link will get to their website, watch the ads, and once they return to our website, basically they will get the rewards sent to them. So all that like privacy stuff and security stuff is all taken care of through that external company that's registered, and everything is safe and secure, audited, you could say. And yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Hader. Jay, are you good to get a couple more questions, or are you
Yeah, we can get 1, 2, maybe 3 more questions.
Okay, let's go. Joseph Samuel. Joseph.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hey.
All right, so my question is about your learning to earn mechanism. So I want to know if, because on Binance, like Binance for example now, they have something like a learning to earn mechanism. So all they do is that they actually they bring projects to give them like a video or questions on projects. You first read about the project, then after reading about the project, you will solve a quiz at the end of the project. So I want to know, maybe your learn to earn mechanism is kind of the same thing with those of Binance own. So that's my question.
Yeah, so the learn-to-earn mechanism is pretty simple and pretty much the same. You learn about the project via like videos and text-based informations, and at the end you take a test, basically checking what you learned, and depending on how well you perform on that test, you will receive a reward, basically.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for the response. Thank you, Shana.
Cheers, Joseph. All right, guys, let's get one more question. Colgate, you can go for it. Colgate.
Hello?
Hey, Colgate.
I'm out of.
We can't hear you, buddy. Hey, Colgate.
Hello? Hello?
Yep, just speak up.
Right. So my question is concerning the gameplay. You talked earlier about the graphics, but you didn't let us know about the real aspect of this game. Will it be like a stage game or a free movements game? Just like maybe there will be a map and it will be like the Call of Duty, like a free movements game or is it a stage game?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, we have multiple games and game styles, and the first one coming out will be a like adventure type RPG management kind of game. and we will have multiple games with multiple aspects to it. And in the long term, we want to create one big game, basically like an MMORPG type of game. But this is, of course, in the far future. Hope that answers that question.
Yeah, it does. It does. Thank you very much, Sianu.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, guys, let's wrap up the questions there. I think, yeah, we've gone through quite a few questions in the community. But Jay, I just wanted to say a big thanks for coming out to PinkSale, man, and presenting your project. It's been a pretty cool AMA yeah, and good to get to chat to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was great. And thank you everybody for listening in. If you have any questions left, feel free to just jump on the chat and ask them there. And we're happy to help you with any questions you have left.
Yeah, man. And yeah, you're welcome to say some final words. I know that you know, your time is valuable, but yeah, we've got your Telegram links and everything pinned in the PinkSale chat in case people want to join. But otherwise, you can say some final words for everyone if you like.
Yeah, no, all good. Just in general, thank you everybody. Definitely looking forward to the future. We're working hard behind the scenes. I can assure you guys that. And yeah, just happy to welcome everybody in the group and in the project if you're interested in it. Thank you.
Awesome. Have a good day, everybody. All the best. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye bye.